Yeah, I like that a lot.
Because you guys liked my last video about analog photography in Slovenia a lot, I'll take you this time to the capital of Estonia, Tallinn. I had to get up very early in the morning to head to the Viennese airport. I only slept about 2 hours because I had to finish the video that you saw last week. So I was flying not directly to Tallinn, I had to take a flight through Frankfurt. And yeah, we had beautiful weather up in the air. The clouds were really nice. Honestly, I cannot get enough from clouds. So I landed in between in Frankfurt, as said before. The city was a little bit cloudy that day, so I didn't see much anyway of it, because my next stop was Tallinn. And the Tallinn airport was beautiful, and it surprised me at the beginning with some beautiful piano music. What you see here now is another reason why I went to Estonia, but more about that in another video. Yeah, I grabbed quickly my luggage and headed directly with a taxi to my apartment. The apartment was wonderful. I got a nice letter, an interesting view, and guess what? There was a Commodore 64. How cool is that? And there was an analog camera as well. That's a cool start, right? From there, I went directly to the guys who invented the HO film processor. It was only a short walk away from my apartment. Sorry in advance for the audio quality. I hoped it will work out as well as in Slovenia, but it didn't. So next time I have to bring my wireless mics. I was really excited to meet Arno and Jonas from Vintage Visual, who made my life with analog film development so much easier. So this is Arne, right?
Arno.
Arno, okay, and this is Jonas.
Hey.
And this is the Vintage Visual headquarters, so to say?
Yeah, that's the workshop side or
Okay.
warehouse side.
So we're making the 3D rated reels here.
Okay. So these are for paper or also for film?
Yeah, large format film and then paper.
Okay.
It's like a new 5x7.
Okay.
What's cool about it, it goes in the paper 5.
Okay.
Two
Nice.
pieces of
5x7. Okay, I see.
That's a new one.
You use the same printer that I use since the beginning of the year.
Yeah, these are very good.
Yeah, really, they're really good. I'm really happy with them.
This,
Yeah. So looks basically like the 4x5 film.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And you get how many?
9x12.
Yeah, 9x12 is the 4 sheets?
Yeah, same as 4x5 reel right
How
now.
do you load them? Okay, I see. You have like this. Okay. What material do you use for printing? PTG?
PADG and the middle part is something else.
Okay.
it's nylon.
It's nylon. Yeah, I haven't printed nylon yet. I think it's really cool that you guys do the firmware updates and then you have like the documentation ready, because it's really easy to understand. It was really, for me, from the first moment, super nice. And I think it saves so much time for me to develop film. I don't have to be there. It just beeps. I can do something else in the darkroom or in my studio.
Yeah, on the software side, it's ongoing work, bringing new programs in. So we have only at the moment D6, we have Sinister. We're working on Jobo and then ADAX.
Jobo had a new developer for black and white film. They sent it over to me. I have it in the box, but I haven't tried it yet. Did you guys try it, the new developer? It has less acid for developing.
Yeah, well, with black and white, it's more or less universal. So that every black and white developer more or less like reacts the same. But with color chemicals, it's we always have to test those. So that's why we mostly develop different color chemical kits.
Yeah, that's why I want to shoot with my other camera now color. So at least I have like 3 or 4 rolls that it makes sense to use the chemicals. Because black and white I mix fresh all the time.
Yeah.
I used HD 110 because it's like super easy to mix. Yeah. I have exactly the same thing.
This is the latest.
And then a medium format?
This is 35.
35, yeah.
Up to 35. Yeah.
I guess this is easier to use than the 360.
Yeah, I like that a lot. It's a quite good product.
Yeah.
So it's faster than that, and also it holds the film plane and the sensor plane parallels. it's too bright to show. So lately we tested. I can show. This is ADAX black and white slide.
Wow. Looks really nice.
And I'm really surprised about the results.
So is it developed with the same chemicals like the color slides?
No, it's a separate.
Okay.
Scala film and the Scala developer.
A Scala film, okay, okay.
It's ISO 50.
50, so it's super fine green.
Yeah, and
I'm shaking.
really good results.
It really looks really nice. And this was my short visit at Vintage Visual headquarters. Thank you so much for having me, guys. Back at home I had to fire up the Commodore 64 and play my most favorite game from back then. It's called Paradroid, and I don't know, any of you guys know that game or has played it? You are basically a robot that has to hack into other robots to take over the whole ship. It's really nice. I still love to play this, and I think I played it for hours. Before I went to the old town, I had some great food with a wonderful view. Food in general was amazing here. On my way there, I did some street photography, and for the footage I used the 3D printed part from my last video. I ended up in the Museum of Photography that is hosted in an old medieval jailhouse. I think it was really cool. In the description you will find links to all the places I visited. I will keep these videos about the museums short because I think you should go there and experience by yourself how cool they are. I think these old photographs from years that are long gone are very interesting. We can learn so much from our past. I really love to see them and see how people were back then. As you can see, there are also like old cameras there, and guess what, they had a Voigtländer Helia lens and a petrol lens that I use for my portraits as well. And I also found a Canon EOS R6 that I use, and the Manta reflex I used for my handheld wet plates. At the end of this day I was rewarded with a beautiful view and really a nice weather. I cannot say the same thing about the next day, because I found snow outside. And the weather forecast told me it's gonna be really cold, but I hoped for the best and went to another museum that I really liked. As you can see later on, the whole area there is wonderful and full of art. As you can see in my face, it was really cold outside. I was lucky that the sun warmed me up a little bit, but I was freezing. You can see my red nose. But one suggestion nearby is a French bistro that I can strongly recommend. They had wonderful and great food. I loved it there. I really loved the exhibition. There was a large part from the legendary photographer Elliot Erwitt. His work is really amazing, and to see it in an exhibition was wonderful. And I found also a photo booth, so more analog photography, I guess. I also like the sports photographs from Lampit Beget. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right. He was a professional boxer and became afterwards photographer for sports events. He still captures images today. The last exhibition I also enjoyed a lot were photographs from the photographer Feng Li. Of course I ended up in the shop of the museum, and I found there also a lot of different analog stuff. As said before, if you go outside of the museum or very close to the French bistro, you find a lot of different photographs and a lot of art. I really like this portrait here I like the colors and the face and the expression a lot. At the end I found a small exhibition that was hung between trees. Here I think it was like 10 meters away from the museum, so you find photography everywhere here. And my next stop was a recommendation from Arno and Jonas. It's called Fotomeister Plus. And if you're looking for film in Tallinn, that's the place to go. They have everything you need. They have lots of analog film. They also develop film. And what I also liked, they had a lot of different frames. I couldn't take any with me, but I saw a lot of frames that I liked. So come to Tallinn, shoot analog, find film. It's great here, guys. What was not so great was the weather on my way home. It was only about 900 meters to my apartment, so I thought I'd walk easily. And halfway it started to snow, to hail, the wind was getting stronger and it was super cold. Before I end this video, there's one more nice thing about Tallinn and analog photography, but before that it would be nice if you subscribe and like my video. That helps my channel. Maybe give a comment about what you want to see next and I'll see what I can do. There is another great thing about the Tallinn airport, because they have CT scanners there that would damage my film, but the staff there was super nice and friendly and easily hand-checked my film. So I hope you guys enjoyed my analog view of Tallinn. As you can see, I shot some film as well, but that needs to be developed at some point, and then I will show it to you guys. Thanks for watching, thanks to my Patreon supporters again, and as always, I'll be back, guys, this time with the right background.